You are welcome to the Mind Theater, where basically we are renewing our minds. We are just renewing our minds. We are renewing our thoughts. So I have this story for you. I just want you to pay attention. All right. So there was a giant who was bullying and harassing children in a village. So one day, a 17-year-old shepherd boy came to visit his brothers and asked, "Why don't you stand up and fight these giants?" But his brothers were saying that, "Don't you see he is too big to hit?" But he said, "No, he's not too big to hit. He's too big to miss." Same giant, different perception. At the end of the day, the 17-year-old shepherd boy was able to kill this giant. Now, these giants may be the challenges in your life. For the 17-year-old boy, he was able to kill his giant. But for you, how are you confronting the giant that is giving you problems? Let me give you another scenario. A woman was bleeding for about 12 years. Went to visit doctors, spent the money because she believed that this bleeding that I am bleeding will definitely have to come to an end. So no matter what happens, I must ensure that I get well. She kept pursuing, believing in herself, moving from doctors to doctors, hospital to hospitals, physicians to physicians. Some spent her money, some gave her advice, but still she was pursuing because she was thinking positively. She had the mindset that when I keep pursuing, when I keep pushing, finally what happened? She believed, and one day she just had to touch Jesus and she received the healing. What challenges are you facing in your life? You failed in your WASSCE and you've decided that you've called it a shot. You started the business, it didn't work, and you've given up. No. Go back again, sit down, think positively about the business, and you begin to see the results. Or when you think positively about something that you want to do, you will begin to see the bigger picture. You will begin to see the positives. And let me tell you, if you want to see positives, you see positives. If you want to see negatives, you will see negatives. So begin to look at the positive things that you want to see. Look at the positive things that you want to see in your life. I am not disregarding the challenges. The challenges will definitely be there. The obstacles will definitely be there. But focus more on the positives and you begin to see the result that you want to see. We need to focus on the positives in life. Let's start looking at what is right in a person or a situation rather than the obstacles. Our attitude determines how we look at setback. To a positive thinker, it can be a stepping stone. I have failed before, but I didn't let the failure get to me. I learned from my failure and begin to push myself. And that's where I find myself where I am today. And I remember some years ago, I wrote my WASSCE, it didn't go well as I wanted. I went back again, wrote it, and I passed. So I believe that some of us have failed at something, but we have rather let that thing bring us down and we have given up on ourselves. If you want to see the positives, you will see the positives. If you want to see the negatives, you will see the negatives. So which one do you want to see? I believe that you want to see the positives. Now listen, people with positive attitudes have certain personality traits that are easy to recognize. People with positive attitudes have certain personality traits that are easy to recognize. One, they are caring, they are confident, they are humble, they have high expectations of themselves, and they anticipate positive outcomes. So begin to have high expectations of yourself. Never look down on yourself. Think positively about whatever you are going to execute, and I don't want you to have a double mind. Think more about the positives than the negatives. Think more about the results than the effort you are going to put in. When we begin to think positive about our lives, when we begin to think positive about the situations that we find ourselves, even about the business idea that we have, it is just a matter of time. It will materialize. A lot of people have business ideas that they want to implement, but they are thinking more about the negatives. They are thinking more about, hey, what if I start and it collapses? Who told you most businesses that are running today have not seen their setbacks? most have winded up and they are back again. So begin to think positive about that idea that you have. Never even think about the negatives. All you need is just to start. When you begin to start, you begin to see the results. You begin to see the things that you want to see. Or look at what the 17-year-old shepherd did. Whilst other people had different perception, he had a different mindset. He had a positive mindset. Don't let situations around shape your minds. Don't let people's situation. Let me give you an example. For instance, you want to start a business, in, let's say, clothing, or maybe a financial institution or whatever. But because you've seen other financial institutions winded up, you've given up that, hey, if I also start my financial institution, it's also going to wind up. Have you thought about what happened to the other people? Have you even thought about the scenarios to which their financial institutions or their business winded up? Situation is different. You are a different person. They are also different from you. So begin to see yourself as a lead. Begin to see yourself as somebody who can take charge and begin to think and begin to look at the positive side of things. For some, that sickness that is winding you down, they've even given up on them. For some, they are even confessing that, hey, this thing that I'm going through is going to kill me. It is because we have programmed our mind that the challenges that we are facing, we can't overcome them. But to a positive thinker, it is a stepping stone to the challenges. To a positive thinker, he understands that all these challenges will come my way. So I need to what? Deal with the challenges. But to a negative thinker, they see them as a stumbling block. Let me give you another scenario. A fisherman went to the sea, toiled all night, went into the deep, didn't catch any fish, gave up on himself and came back to what? The shore. Somebody told him, go inside, go into the sea, go and cast your net. The fisherman was telling the person that, I have suffered all night, so I don't think I'll catch any fish. He has given up on himself. But I'm sure after several persuasion, after several push, he decided to go and he saw the result that he needed to see. Don't give up on your dreams. The fact that you have failed is not the end of your life. Failure is part of the journey. Failure is part of the success story. So to a positive thinker, failure will definitely come. So ask yourself, are you a positive thinker or a negative thinker? That is another food for thought for you. The principle or the mindset of positive thinking will definitely impact and shape our minds. It will even affect how we see things. It will affect how we think about things. So if you grow up in a positive environment, you see things positively. The same way when you grow up in a negative environment, you see things negatively. Let me give you a scenario. Assuming you grow up seeing your parents struggling, quarreling every day, it is likely that you grow up not liking going into a relationship. On the other side, if you grow up in a positive environment where there is peace at home, there is joy in the house, you grow up wanting to what? Move into a fruitful relationship. Two different scenarios, two different people, but one is more positive and one sees it as a stumbling block because of the experiences that he or she has what? Encountered. From today, decide as a person that you begin to think positively of the things that come your way. The most important is dust off yourself, get back into the mainstream, put your dreams together and move forward. Forget about what has happened in the past. Forget about the challenges. Forget about the heartbreaks. Forget about the business that has winded up. Forget about all those things that have happened. What I am telling you now is that put your dreams together and move forward. Thinking of the positive things that are true, honest and good will put us in a positive state. So decide from today to break free for positive change and begin to think positivity. Thank you so much. I believe I have encouraged you today. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, hit the notification bell so that whenever we post, you receive the notification. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye.